Yay! What is the date today? It's Monday, March 7th. And I was asked to speak about social media tips. So I was just going to share a little bit of what I do. I might even share my screen if you guys want to see that. So yeah, Lindsay asked how I weave in my story when I write my posts. So the first thing I think about when I'm about to write a post is the message I want to get across. I think that's super important to have like a goal. Like when you're about to write a post, what is the message that you want the person reading it to get? So say I was going to write a post about like self-confidence. So I'd say, okay, I want the person to know that I haven't always had self-confidence. I want them to know how I got it, and I want them to know what they can do to also get it, because that adds value to someone. So I think about what the message is, self-confidence. So I would go into my post being like, okay, so before this opportunity, because I always start things off with like a catchy line. So I'll like just rough draft my entire post. So I would, say before this opportunity, I felt like this. I was lonely. I was depressed. I was this, I had no self-worth, yada, yada, yada. And then I would go into, thanks to this community and the people that surround me and the immense amount of personal development I've done, X, Y, and Z of why I've gained that self-confidence. I would explain that in depth, because this company, pushes us to be our best. They want us to embrace 100% our unique selves. So they enforce personal development upon us to help us grow. Because of that, I've learned self-confidence. And then I would go in to explain, my personal feelings. And then I would wrap it up with like a call to action. Like if you're ever feeling how I felt, or if you can relate to this at all, reach out to me. I'd love to talk about it, and then I do my little ask me anything. So that's like a rough draft. So then I go through that and I think how many times naturally can I weave in like the opportunity or weave in coaching to this post without making it seem like I'm screaming like sales, because that's yucky. So I want to keep it, but I want to keep it real to me too. So I wouldn't use like words that I wouldn't typically use, so I like how Colleen mentions, just speak how you write how you would speak, because that's the best way people can actually get to know you and your personality. Excuse me. My voice is all shaky. Another good way is making a video. If you're ever feeling like you want to get a message across in the moment, those are some of the best videos I've ever made. And they've got like the craziest traction because people can actually really hear you and get to know you from your video. So yeah, so I go back through my post and I pick a line typically that stands out to me. So I'll read it a couple times and say something is really catchy that if I came across that in a scroll, I would be like, what's the rest of this post about? And I would put that at the top. Even if it didn't necessarily make sense at the top, I put the catchiest phrase of my post at the top. That way it's like, because Facebook, the way it works, it only shows about 7 lines. No matter how much or how little you write, it only shows about 7 lines to someone. And for them to read the story, they have to click the see more button. I don't know if you guys knew that. So if you're writing a bunch of stuff, at the top there, I'm like, what would make someone read the first line and be like, I need to read more of this. So that's really Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, sorry.
I think I'm going to mute everybody that way. It doesn't echo. Oh, you muted. Okay, you're good. Yeah, so I would grab the catchiest line out of my post and I would stick it at the top. And then I would just continue the post as normal and leave that line still in my post. That way, it makes sense. And then pair that with an image that would also stop a scroll, because why is someone going to read your post versus a million other coaches out there. So I would always use an image of me doing something, because anybody can post anything, but people want to see you and they want to know you. So make sure you're in the picture. I feel like that's really important. Make sure you have good lighting. Let's see. And then I'm going to look at my social media here because I want to kind of get a good example of what I can tell you guys. Does anyone have any immediate questions that I can answer right now on that, specifically what I just said, while I'm scrolling? Another important thing about your social media is your social media, it's your business front. So one thing I'm not sure if a lot of new coaches know is to make sure your profile is 100% public. If there are things you need to remove off that or you don't want on that before you do so. I know I was a new coach, and my coach told me, it's really important that your profile and everything that you do now is public, because you're a business owner. If someone comes to your business and they can't get in, you think they're sitting around and like, wait.
I can't see Candace anymore.
You can't see me? Good. Are we good?
I hear you.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. That was weird. I've never lost my internet connection like that before. And the show will go on. So, your Facebook is your business. So if people go to your page and it's blocked or it's private, like I know some people have their reasons why they don't do it, and that's totally your choice. It's your business. You can run it however you want. It's just, think of being in the mall and going past like American Eagle and like their doors are closed and it's locked and you have to knock to go in. Like how many people are going to be like, no. Mm-hmm. It's just really important when you go go to your own social media as if you were someone else. And I think it's important to look at it and say, what is the message I'm getting across when people are here? Can people read my story? Do they see like a little bit about my life? Like I'm scrolling through mine right now and my message is pretty clear. I like to adventure. I like to travel. I post stuff with me and my husband, my RV. I work out. I'm healthy. It's pretty obvious, what I'm all about when people go to my page. So when I'm making connections, like in groups with people, and this is all things that are like not fitness related, like I'm part of an RV remodel group. And that's for specifically just making connections with people way outside of my network, because I don't have any mutual friends with like anyone in this group, which is great because there's like thousands of people in there. So if I like make a post about my new RV remodel, people are going to, look at my profile and they'll be like, oh, what's this girl about? And then boom, like they're like interested because they see what I'm posting. Well, if they're into that kind of thing, they see that I'm always happy. I'm always posting stuff. I'm honest. I'm real. And they're like, oh, interesting. And that's what my profile says about me. So I think that's super important. So check yours and see what you think. Would someone keep scrolling when they're on your page, or would they be like, and then click off? Sarah Beard, do you have any questions for me that I can answer? I'm sure you have a million. We haven't had a call yet.
I just got my package, so I haven't really had time to look at it yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
It looks like it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, pretty much everything's pretty self-explanatory. Please stop. I'm in a meeting. Go. The dog is gone. Let me see here. I'm kind of brain farting. I apologize, you guys. I literally just started my period yesterday. I always get like, I don't know if period brain and pregnancy brain are like the same thing, but I don't know. Amy, do you have any questions for me about social media or anything? Literally, I can't brain. Lindsay? Anthony?
I was just thinking of something that I watched from Bonnie Engel. She said when someone goes to your page in the first few scrolls they do, they should know that you're a coach, that they can join you, that you work out, that you read personal development, and just like a scroll, they should be able to learn that much about you. So that way they'll want to keep on digging through your profile. I remember her saying that in a call, I think, on Colleen's. I don't remember where it was. But.
No, yeah, that's exactly true when people come to your page. That's why I didn't realize how important it was to say, like, I'm a coach, because I was kind of, like, embarrassed a long time ago when I first started. Like, I'm not qualified to do this, because that's what I was told by people when I was a new coach. Like, why are you qualified to do this? And then I come to think about it, and it's like, why am I not qualified to help people? That's all. That's all I'm doing is helping people. Like, why anybody can do that, So, yeah, you're right. I think it's important to use that in a lot of your posts too. Like, I'm a coach. Like, you don't have to shy away from saying that like I did. That way, people know, like she said, people want to join you, and they know that they can because you're a coach and you're inviting them in almost every single post. That's a great point. And looking at my social media here. I know when I put you guys on the spot to ask a question, you probably were like, I have no idea, because I do the exact same thing.
I had like 3 questions, but I can't remember any of them right now.
Exactly. That's exactly how my mind works.
I need to write it down.
Yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, like type them to me or send them to me like right away, and I will answer them ASAP or write them down because that's super important. Don't forget. Yeah, I don't have too much of anything else other than the fact that I'm going to be gone for the cruise on Friday, so I might be, I'll do my best to stay available, but I'm not sure really what the service or the internet situation looks like there. Plus, I kind of want to enjoy the vacation. So the reason I'm going on this cruise, in case you guys don't know, I worked all last year through Beachbody helping people from January to December. I worked, with this cruise in mind. I earned the entire thing for free, and that's something that everyone has the opportunity on this team to do. Everyone. I signed up for the cruise or for the all-inclusive trip for next year too. That's 2017 in Punta Cana, and I know that Bree and Audrey and I think Sarah are also working towards that. You're working towards that, right, Sarah? Sarah Bushy.
Oh.
Can't hear me, maybe. So anyways, yeah, so by hitting Success Club, every month you earn a certain amount of dollars which pays for your cruise. So when I started this business, I knew I couldn't afford to do a vacation like this because I'd never been able to afford to do anything like this ever before in my life, especially with the jobs I worked at. I was barely making money to, buy groceries and pay just the everyday bills like phone bills and, car payments and just regular things. Most times we were negative in our bank account, and that wasn't really weird for us. That was just normal because that's how most people live, paycheck to paycheck. So to be able to go on a vacation like this paid for is just, it blows my mind, just for helping people. The possibilities with this company are seriously endless. If you believe that you can do it, you can. It's pretty much all mindset. With that being said, I don't really have anything else for you guys. If you have anything else you want me to elaborate on, please say.
I have a question.
Yes, it broke out a little bit. Go ahead.
But my internet is terrible, apparently.
Type
Is
it.
there a point at which much text?
Can you type it? It cut off.
Yeah, I can do that.
It sounds like it's super laggy. An example of a post. I'm looking at my Facebook screen. Usually, you guys know my posts are super long because I really enjoy to write. I don't want you to think that everyone's posts have to be like that. Sometimes short and sweet and to the point is better, but I just get really caught up on writing because I really love to write. So not everyone's posts have to be novels like mine. Do you guys know how many times a day it's recommended to post on social media to stay consistent and gain trust through your following? Yep, boom, 3 to 5 for anyone that can't see the chat. 3 to 5 times a day. That can be about dogs, about eating, about working out, about fitness, about health, about adventuring, whatever the heck you like. We just want to get named in newsfeed, basically. And then we want people to see you and then people to click your profile and go see what you're all about. That's important. Let me see if Sarah's thing. Sarah, you're typing your question. Oh, she got kicked off. All right, we'll have her ask it after. If you guys don't have any, I'm going to let you go so I'm not just standing here staring. Hey, but thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you all very soon.
Bye.
Bye.